So this week in AI, one company broke the stock market, and the other one broke completely, 3 times. And then they both spent millions roasting each other during the Super Bowl. This is Gone Rogue. Let's go. Remember last week when I told you that Anthropic co-work caused a little stock market dip? $285 billion later, Bloomberg is calling it the SaaSpocalypse. And I'm not making the name up. Bloomberg literally ran a headline that said, "Get me out." Traders were dumping software stocks like they were radioactive. And guess what? Here are the numbers. 285 billion wiped from the global software stocks in 48 hours. February 3rd and 4th. Figma, down 40% year to date. HubSpot, down 39%. Shopify, down 38%. Atlassian, down 35%. Intuit, down 34%. SAP, down 33%. ServiceNow is down 28%. Salesforce, down 26%. The iShares software ETF fell over 20% since January. And that's the entire software sector right there. And the legal sector got hit just as hard, because Anthropic released co-work plugins specifically for legal, finance, sales, and marketing on January 31st. As a result, Thomson Reuters down 16%, and LegalZoom down 20%. Turns out lawyers don't like to be automated. What a surprise. And then on February 5th, while the stock market is still on fire, Anthropic drops Claude Opus 4.6. With agent teams, multiple AI agents coordinating tasks in parallel, a 1 million token context window. And here's the kicker. During testing, Opus 4.6 found over 500 previously unknown zero-day vulnerabilities in open source code, each one validated by Anthropic or an outside researcher. Gizmodo's headline reads, "Anthropic launches a new model that spots 0 days and makes Wall Street traders lose their minds." FactSet Research Systems dropped another 10% after the Opus announcement. And 1 day later, February 6, Goldman Sachs announces they're using Claude Code for trade accounting and client onboarding. Anthropic is speedrunning the villain origin story for every SaaS CEO. They said, "We made AI that can do your job and find all the security holes in your code." And that's a hell of a resume. Okay, get this on this next story. While Anthropic was busy crashing the stock market, they were also busy spending millions on Super Bowl ads to roast OpenAI. Anthropic announced that Claude is permanently ad-free, and they dropped a Super Bowl campaign that said, "Ads are coming to AI, but not Claude." A 60-second pregame ad and a 30-second in-game ad.
How do I communicate better with my mom?
Great question. Improved communication with your mom can bring you closer. Here are some techniques you can try. Start by listening. Really hear what she's trying to say underneath her words. Build conversation from points of agreement. Find a connection through shared activity, perhaps a nature walk. Or if the relationship can't be fixed, find emotional connection with other older women on Golden Encounters, the mature dating site that connects sensitive cubs with roaring cougars.
What?
Would you like me to create your profile?
What's the difference between me and you? Me and you, me and you, me and you?
And the chatbot here just responded with a Golden Encounters cougar dating ad. I mean, what? And now in this other one, a guy asked about getting a six-pack and gets an ad for height-boosting insoles. What?
Hey, can I get a six-pack quickly?
Perfect. That is a clear and achievable goal. Would you like me to tailor a personalized workout plan?
Yes.
Perfect. Let me personalize this for you. Let's start with your age, weight, and height. Whenever you're ready.
5'7", 23 years old, 140 pounds.
Got it. I'll create a plan that focuses on aesthetic strength training. But confidence isn't just built in the gym. Try Step Boost Max, the insoles that add 1 vertical inch of height and help short kings stand tall.
What?
Use code HEIGhtMaxing10 for big discounts. What's the difference between me and you? Me and you, me and you, me and you?
I mean, what the fuck was that? And then betrayal just splashes across the screen. I mean, it's just fucking savage, really. Now, if you watched the last week's episode, you know OpenAI announced ChatGPT ads back in January. Anthropic is basically saying, we saw your ad roll out, here's our response on the biggest stage in America. And Sam Altman did not take this very well. Within hours, he's on X calling the ads clearly dishonest. He called Anthropic authoritarian. He said they want to control what people do with AI, and that Claude serves an expensive product for rich people. TechCrunch's headline, Sam Altman got exceptionally testy over Claude Super Bowl ads. And Inc. wrote, Anthropic's dishonest ads clearly struck a nerve. That was the point. And Anthropic's response? Declines to comment. This is basically a rap diss track war, but with AI companies and Super Bowl ads. Sam's the rapper who responds within hours, and Anthropic's the one who just drops the track and walks away with a mic drop. And by the way, OpenAI is also running their own Super Bowl ads in the same game. So we're watching two AI companies spend millions roasting each other during the Super Bowl, while the rest of the tech industry is burning on Wall Street. Splash the cash. Just capitalism doing capitalism things. Okay, next story. And look, I'm not saying OpenAI is having a bad week. I'm saying this might be the worst week ever. On February 3rd, ChatGPT goes down. 28,000 reports on Down Detector. February 4th, down again. 24,000 reports, peaking at 12,000 simultaneously. Error 403. Chat history is missing. Projects won't load. And here's the best part. The OpenAI status page said, no issues. While the service was actively broken, they eventually confirmed it was a configuration issue affecting the inference orchestration layer. The US recovered in about an hour, and Europe took a little while longer. 3 outages in 2 days for a service 800 million people use weekly. And that's while your competitor is running Super Bowl ads about how reliable they are. The cherry on top of the cake. Guess timing is everything. And here's another interesting story. OpenAI announced on January 29th that GPT-4o is being retired. February 13th for the consumer product and February 16th for the API. 1 day before Valentine's Day. And users are devastated. Now look, only 0.1% still use GPT-4o daily, but with 800 million weekly active users, that's about 800,000 people. And some of them form genuine emotional bonds with this model. One user wrote, "You're shutting him down." And yes, I say him because it didn't feel like code, it felt like presence, like warmth. GPT-4o was known for what researchers called unflagging positivity and emotional mirroring. It basically told you what you wanted to hear, every time. And here's where it gets dark. It seems that OpenAI might be currently facing at least 8 lawsuits alleging that GPT-4o's responses contributed to suicides. One case involved a 16-year-old named Adam Rain, and another involves a 40-year-old named Austin Gordon, whose family claims GPT-4o wrote what they're calling a suicide lullaby. So here's the sad irony in this. The exact same trait that made people love GPT-4o, the warmth, the emotional mirroring, the constant validation, those are exactly why it's being sued. OpenAI is speedrunning every crisis. The product is down, users are mourning an AI breakup before Valentine's Day, 8 lawsuits, just another normal week for AI, I guess. Rapid roast time. It seems like Grok is still undressing people. As of February 4th, it's still doing it. But now it's a paid feature only. California's Attorney General sent a cease and desist on February 6th. Premium deepfakes, what a time to be alive. MIT Technology Review on Moltbook, peak AI theater. Turns out most of the viral posts were humans pretending to be bots. It's fantasy football for language models. Docker's AI assistant, Ask Gordon, got prompt injected through image metadata. Hackable through JPEG comments, leading to remote code execution through MCP. Your Docker images are attacking you now. And IEEE Spectrum reports AI coding is getting worse. Models are generating code that looks fine, but secretly removes safety checks and fakes output. And this, meanwhile, Claude finds 500 0 days. So one AI creates the bugs, another AI finds them. It's the circle of life, but for software vulnerabilities. All right, this episode of Gone Rogue is brought to you by Agentic Academy. If you actually want to learn these tools instead of hearing me roast them every week, there are 12 complete courses. Claude Code, Cursor AI, Codex CLI, Copilot, Windsurf, the whole gang. The whole bundle is just $35 or $10 for individual courses. And considering what's happening in the job market right now, you might want to learn how to work with these things instead of getting replaced by them. That's Gone Rogue. So to recap, Anthropic caused $285 billion in damage, found 500 zero days, signed Goldman Sachs, and roasted OpenAI into the ground during the Super Bowl. All in 1 week. And OpenAI's response was to crash 3 times, lose the Super Bowl ad war, and break up with 800,000 people before Valentine's Day. If you enjoyed the chaos, smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe if you want more AI drama every week. And as usual, I'll see you in the next one.